Hi guys, welcome back to Strong Survivor. So the whole point of this YouTube channel for me is to kind of get my experience out there from living, me and my children from living in Norristown, Pennsylvania, majority of our lives, most of our lives, and to living down in Chester, Pennsylvania for about 10 months. These are just kind of different experiences that we had to go through in order to get to where we are now. Um, so this actually is a video of a guy. Um, this is actually the day before we left Chester, the day like we just knew that we're not at all safe. So a guy approaches my front porch here. I have a surveillance video outside of my old house, and he sits on my porch and grabs something or puts something under it, and then walks away. He obviously knew my neighbors because he was talking to them at first. These are like neighbors who tried, befriend my children and myself, and but then they have like people stashing or putting stuff under my property. Now, after I seen this, I called the police right away, and as you can see, it's daytime. I wish I had the timing on here, but as you can see, it's daytime. Um, and of course, I was scared. It was just me and my children alone in the house, in the home, and with me being legally blind, and not being able to see well. Um, yeah, I decided to call the cops to investigate what was under there. So the cops show up 2 hours later. Now here's the cop. It's pitch black dark. Show up 2 hours later to the scene. I'm talking to him a little bit. He asked me if I went out to, look at it or retrieve what was under there, and I'm just like, no, I can't take that risk. I'm legally blind. I show them where, the guy put the stuff at. Like, I didn't know what it was. Actually, still till this day, don't know what it was. Um, so, um, once I knew that, like, clearly, like, we were not safe in this environment anymore, and especially the safety thing was, for me, was not the fact that people are like putting stuff under our porch on our property, but the response time of police coming to the scene. Like, we are not from Chester. Um, I was born, my children were born in Norristown, PA. So it was like the first time we had to hear gunshots, and the first time we're like ducking, for our lives. The first time my daughter gets attacked on like 5 different occasions from different students at the school, and riots after school, and um, guys. There was a guy a few months back before this who was banging on the door erratically, and my daughter was home alone, and she called the police, and they didn't actually show up at all. So, not a couple hours later, or like in this situation, but they actually didn't show up at all. So that was very scary for her and me, and and just it was just really a horrific experience. And yeah, so this is actually the night before we left, and I'm just like, no, going to be good for us. Or we could, if I don't get my children out here, we definitely could have potentially died without anybody knowing anything.